Good morning, my beautiful friends. I hope everything is well with you. Today, in our episode of Souptember, we are going to make French onion soup with homemade croutons. Super easy soup, and that's the kind that we like around here, right? So all you're gonna need today for this whole project, this whole soup, is you're going to need white dry wine. If you're not a drinker like my household, go to Aldi's. It was like $5. You're also going to need 6 to 8 large onions. You're going to need leftover bread, which you should have plenty if you've been watching this channel. You're going to need 1 stick of butter. You're going to need better than bouillon, or you're going to need 16 ounces of beef broth. You're going to need to shred up 2 cups of Swiss cheese. You're also going to need a 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese, garlic powder, parsley, onion salt, and a blowtorch. You're also going to need a cup of flour. First is I'm going to slice up all of these onions, and then we're going to get them on the stove, and we are going to glaze them up in some butter. Christmas is my absolute favorite holiday. Although I don't care for the cold, I don't even really care for the white stuff. Snow is a beautiful thing, but growing up here in Ohio, I think I've seen enough of it. But I love the hustle and bustle of Christmas and the thought that goes into each Christmas present that you pick out for your loved ones. It's not necessarily about the amount or spending a whole bunch of money or anything like that. I'm a giver by nature, and I love Christmas. I love the lights and the sounds. Christmas music is one of my favorite. Cut these onions up so I don't mess up my makeup. Getting all sentimental in this kitchen. I'm just gonna go ahead and drop these onions in some cold water. But what is your favorite holiday? My son Jason, he loves fall. And Halloween is one of his favorites. We like to take the boys to like trunk or treats and hay rides and pumpkin picking, even though I usually grow my own pumpkins. This year we will have to do some pumpkin picking because I put my pumpkins in a different spot in my garden, and powdery mildew got a hold of them. And so these little pumpkins right here are all you're gonna see. Plus I have one big pie pumpkin out there. It's different. Every year is different. Some years in gardening, you have the best season for certain things, and then the next year could be not so good for those. So we just rock with it, we roll with it. I'm one of those people that start listening to Christmas music in November. There's some people in my husband's side of the family that's a big no-no, and you know, they don't put the tree up until the day after Thanksgiving, and to me, the amount of work that goes into decorating for Christmas, why would you wait and only have like 20 some days to enjoy it? It makes no sense to me. So go ahead and put your little pumpkin spice and all that kind of stuff out on your table, but start putting up your lights, start putting up your Christmas tree. It's only going to bring more cheer. I don't know what I would do without this trick, my friend, because I have very sensitive eyes. And they can barely handle these onions. I think I started myself a little side business making all these soups. I've been letting my husband, like I have to let him. I've been giving soup to my husband and his co-workers, and now I'm getting requests to make quart-sized jars with bread along. So many doors are opening, and I appreciate all of it. Thank you so much. Every extra penny is being saved for that homestead. and getting all of the things that I need. Alright, now that they're all peeled, I'm going to let them soak in here for just a few minutes so my eyeballs really don't die. And then I'm going to cut them up. I'm going to cut them up in long slivers and I'll show you. Okay friends, now that I have the majority of the onions cut up, I'm going to show you what I'm doing. I'm just cutting it in half. I need to sharpen my knives. It's more dangerous to have less sharp knives than sharp knives, because if you have to push down too hard on your whatever it is to cut it and the knife slips, you can get hurt. So I need to sharpen them up, but I'm just cutting it in half and then I'm going long way. So I have nice long French onion soup length onions. Look at that big pile of onions. Now we're gonna sweat these down in our pan. I'm gonna add a half a stick of butter, and then we're gonna use the other half to melt down and drizzle over our croutons. Okay friends, so now we're just going to add a half a stick of butter into our pan. We're gonna put our onions in there. In our pot, we are going to add 8 cups of water. Okay friends, now we're going to add 2 cups of white wine, onion salt, tablespoon, a tablespoon of onion salt, a tablespoon of garlic powder, and we are going to add in 4 tablespoons of better than bouillon. I cut out the 30 minutes of me trying to get this cork out because, like I said, we're not drinkers. I don't even have a wine cork puller outer thing. So, yeah. Our onions are probably going to take anywhere from 30 to 40 minutes to fully sweat down. You can add a little bit of salt to the top of it that will draw out some more moisture as well. It smells heavenly. Oh my goodness. Okay friends, now to make our croutons while our onions are sweating and glazing, we are just going to take a half of our Dutch oven bread that we have made in previous in a previous video. I'm just going to cut it up, and I'm going to cut it up in little blocks. Like that. Okay, now that they have them all cut up, I'm going to put them into a bowl, and I'm going to melt down my butter. We're going to sprinkle some of our spices on top, and then we're going to put them in the oven at 375 for 10 to 15 minutes, but make sure you keep an eye out on them because we don't want to overcook them, overburn them. Okay, so let's place all of our cut up bread and put it in our bowl. We are going to add about a teaspoon of olive oil, and into our melted butter I'm going to add a teaspoon of garlic salt, onion salt, sorry, teaspoon of garlic powder, and parsley. And shake that up, get all the ingredients all mixed inside, and then we're just going to pour it over our croutons, our bread chunks. Give it a nice mix. Make sure it's evenly coated. And they smell so good. And now we're just going to pop them in the oven. Our onions have beautifully caramelized. And now we are going to add a quarter to a half cup of flour. Gosh, friends, I really wish you were in my kitchen with me right now smelling this. So all I'm gonna do is grab a half cup of our all-purpose flour, and this is going to thicken up our soup. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm going to spread this over the top of my onions. And I'm gonna mix it in. That white wine, boy, can you smell it. Oh, and I finally had a reason to use my gift. It's a wine stopper that a friend had bought me. I love butterflies, everything butterflies. It was me and my sister's thing. I have a butterfly tattoo to represent her with her signature. She passed away when she was 19, so butterflies are really important to me. Isn't it cute? Finally have something to use it with, yeah. Okay, our oven has heated up. Now we're just going to add our croutons in our oven. I'm going to take the lid off, and I'm going to add all of our onions into our stock pot. So this is what our soup is looking like right now. We're going to let this simmer. Look at that beautiful soup. Oh my gravy. Well, friends, can you hardly believe that this is the 7th episode of Souptember? I am just so thankful for all of your views, for all of your comments, showing up every upload. I appreciate it. You mean so much to me, more than you will ever know. And I think it's so cool. I have quite a few more series in mind coming up, so yeah, just thank you. We are going to shred up 2 cups of Swiss cheese and Parm cheese to go on top of our French onion soup. Just wanted to tell you about a few of the series that are coming up. We're in the month of October. We're going to do all about the crumble. I'm going to introduce 2 crumbles a week, and then we're also going to do Laugh with Crafts. I'm going to do 2 craft uploads a month as well, and that will continue throughout the year, the Laughs with Crafts. And then I am also going to do, instead of the 12 days of Christmas, I'm going to do the 12 dozen. So we're going to be making lots of cookies, and we're going to support our local firemen and police officers and go take that to them as a Christmas surprise, a Christmas present, to show our gratitude. I'm an Uber driver, and it would be a really sad day if police officers were off the streets in Cleveland, because it's much needed for everyone's safety. Oh, and November is all about the sides. We're going to making side dishes all month long. That'll be fun too. So I can't wait to see you on all my new uploads. We have 2 cups of our cheese. It's beautiful. It smells so good. That Swiss cheese. Oh, that's one of my husband's favorite. He loves Swiss cheese. And like any other recipe, I dare you to make this recipe your own. Taste it, add to it, take away from it, make it a staple in your house. No matter what I'm cooking, you can always alter it. You can always change it to your family's likes and needs. Okay, my friends, it's time to get our croutons out of the oven. I did bump mine to 425 for the last 6 minutes because my croutons are a little thicker, and I wanted to get that lovely toasty crunch. Check out those croutons. So easy, so yummy. Don't throw away your leftover bread. Now, let's serve up some of this soup. Look how beautiful Oh, and it smells so good. But the best part, where the blowtorch comes into play, we're gonna add some of our mixture of our Swiss cheese and our Parm cheese right to the top of that. And then we're just gonna take our blowtorch and we're gonna glaze the top of it. Look at that, beautiful. And then we're gonna add a few croutons. My gosh, does it look so beautiful or what? Now for the taste test. Thank you guys so much again for joining me today. I appreciate it tons. I'm about to take this soup to my husband's work so his friends, his buddies can try it out. You guys aren't gonna quit believing me, but let me tell you, this cheesy onion goodness is so good. Go give it a try. Leave your results in the comments. Tell me if you liked it or not. And we have 3 more episodes of Souptember. I'm gonna do a ham and bean soup for sure, and then 2 soups are still up to play. Should I do the corn chowder? Should I do something else? Is there something else that you guys are looking for? Let me know in the comments. See you next time. Bye for now.